class 9. Welcome to your physics online class. Dear children, I hope you all must be in good health at your homes. Now children, you have to take care of yourself and the most important, you have to take care of your studies. So today we'll start chapter 1, Measurements and Experiment. And before starting children, I also want to show you the book which is prescribed for class 9. Children, this is Conscience Physics for class 9 by Selena Publishers. Conscience Physics part 1. Part 1 is for class 9 and part 2 you will have for class 10. So I hope that everybody is having this book. And the written work you will do in a register. Now you will maintain a register and all the written work you will do in that. So let's begin with this first chapter, Measurements and Experimentation. Children, you know the need of measurement in our daily life. Always in daily life you need to measure things like you measure length, you measure mass. Nowadays you are measuring temperature of the human bodies. In physics, like other branches of science, it requires experimental studies which involve measurements. Experimental studies also involve measurements. Now, when I say you to measure something, suppose I tell you to measure the length of your study table. So what will you do? First, you will choose a standard quantity. Standard quantity means like you are choosing meter. Because you know, for measuring the length, the correct unit, that meter is called the unit. The correct unit is meter. So that meter is the standard quantity and then you will compare the length with that standard quantity meter. And you will give your answer in terms of meter. So, for the measurement of a physical quantity, we consider a standard quantity of the same nature as the standard. You have chosen meter as a standard for using it, not kilogram. Because for length, that nature is the same as of meter. Length and meter are of same nature. Then we compare the given quantity with the standard quantity. That is, we find the number which expresses how many times the standard quantity is contained in the given physical quantity. The physical quantity is length. The physical quantities are length, mass, time, temperature which can be measured. So by expressing the length in that standard quantity, suppose you are saying that the length of the table is 2 meter. Then meter is the standard quantity. And by this number you are telling that the standard quantity meter is contained 2 times in that length of your study table. So here comes the definition of measurement. The process of comparison of the given physical quantity with the known standard quantity of the same nature is called as measurement. This is the standard quantity. The unit which we are choosing, that is the standard quantity. And then you are comparing that physical quantity with the standard quantity. That will give you the measurement of that particular physical quantity. And the standard quantity which is used to measure any physical quantity, that is called as the unit. So how will you define unit? Quantity of a constant magnitude. Constant magnitude that its value will never change. Meter will remain meter only. The value of kilogram will remain kilogram only. It can never change. It is of constant magnitude, which is used to measure the magnitudes of other quantities of the same nature. Okay children, so what is unit? Quantity of constant magnitude which is used to measure the other quantities of the same nature. So a physical quantity is expressed in terms of the product of the numerical value and the unit. Suppose I ask you to measure the mass of something, then you will say, you will choose a particular unit, convenient unit. Suppose you go to a grocery shop and you are buying sugar. So you are asking for 2 kilogram of sugar. The mass of the sugar is 2 kilogram. That means the physical quantity, which is the mass, that physical quantity is mass of sugar which you are buying, equals to 2. 2 is the numerical value and kilogram is the unit. So you will express the physical quantity in terms of numerical value multiplied by unit. So the physical quantity will always consist of 2 parts. One is the number and the other is the unit which you use to express this physical quantity. And the unit chosen is of the same nature. Mass will have the unit of gram, kilogram, milligram, quintal, ton, anything. But length will have the unit of meter, centimeter, millimeter, kilometer, etc. So, if the length of a piece of cloth is 10 meter, it means that the length is measured in the unit meter and this unit is contained 10 times in that piece of the cloth. If the mass of the given quantity of sugar is 5 kilogram, it means that the mass is measured in the terms of, in the unit of kilogram, and that unit is contained 5 times in that given quantity of sugar. Now, the choice of the unit. How will you choose the unit? Since the unit is to be used universally in the whole universe, in the whole world, this unit is used which has a constant magnitude. So, it should have validity everywhere at all times. Hence, to measure a given physical quantity, the unit chosen should have the following properties. The unit should be of convenient size. As I have already told you, if you have to measure, suppose you have to measure the thickness of a coin. So thickness is very less. So obviously, which unit you will use? Then you will use millimeter. Unit of length, millimeter, very small unit. Suppose you have to measure the length of your table. Then the convenient unit you will use meter or centimeter also you can use, because millimeter then it will be very small unit for that. And if you have to find the distance between the cities, then obviously you will use the unit kilometer. So it is necessary that the unit should be of convenient size. It should be possible to define the unit without ambiguity. No confusion in that. You must have 2 or 3 standards, or 2 or 3 good things to describe that unit. The unit should be reproducible. Now, reproducible means, like, if you are choosing the unit of length meter, so it can be converted into smaller units, that it can be converted into centimeter, it can be converted into millimeter, and it also can be converted into bigger units like kilometer. So the unit is reproducible, and the value of the unit should not change with place and time. It will remain fixed only. The value will never change. Now there are 2 types of units: fundamental or basic units and derived units. Now, what do you mean by fundamental unit? The unit which is independent of any other unit and can neither be expressed in terms of other unit. It has its own identity. That is called the fundamental unit. Independent of any other unit, which can neither be changed nor be related to any other unit. Like the unit of mass, the unit of length, the unit of time, unit of temperature, current, and the amount of substance. These all are called fundamental or basic units. The unit of mass is kilogram, length is meter. This I am talking about standard units. Time is second, temperature Kelvin, and so on. So these are called fundamental or basic units. And what are derived units? The units which depend on the fundamental units and can be expressed in terms of fundamental units are called derived units. These derived units depend on the fundamental units. They are expressed in terms of fundamental units. For example, the units of area, speed, volume, density, etc. Like, what is the unit of area? You know, area, suppose area of a rectangle we are taking, it is given by length into breadth. So, what is the standard unit of area? Square meter. That means meter is contained in it 2 times. It depends on the fundamental unit meter. The unit of area square meter is depending on the fundamental unit meter. So this is called a derived unit. Similarly, the unit of speed. Speed is given by distance upon time. And what is the standard unit of speed? Meter per second. So this derived unit is depending on 2 units, meter as well as second. So this is called a derived unit. Now systems of unit. In mechanics, length, mass and time are the 3 fundamental quantities. For the units of these 3 basic quantities, some systems have been devised. CGS system, FPS system and MKS system. In CGS system, the unit of length is centimeter, the unit of mass is gram and the unit of time is second. Okay children, CGS, centimeter, gram, second. In FPS system, the unit of length is foot, unit of mass is pound and unit of time is again second. In MK system, the unit of length is meter, unit of mass is kilogram and unit of time is again second. But nowadays, no longer these units. Nowadays, SI system of units are used. System 8 International D system of units is used, in which the standard unit of length is taken as meter, standard unit of mass is taken as kilogram and the standard unit of time is taken as second. So these are the standard units of the 3 fundamental quantities: length, mass and time. Meter, kilogram and second respectively. Now children, on page number 2 and 3, these tables have been given, in which fundamental quantities, units and symbols in SI system are given. So you have to go through these tables. Okay children? Now we'll continue the rest of the topics in our next video. Thank you.